Life is a disease. A millennium ago, a supreme necromancer was on the verge of conquering the world. But you know what they say about best laid plans. Inevitably, heroes shall emerge. So, I was made dead. Again. But what does death really mean for somebody who has mastered it? Boredom. An eternity to ponder my errors and how close I came to victory. I am a mortal, but when this world ends, even I will know oblivion. And so, I ask myself, will I be given another chance to rise before it happens? Another chance to fulfill my ambition? It seems that fate has smiled after all.
Hey, what is up you guys, and welcome to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Today we are starting a new series. This is a new game. I have been very hyped for this. I hope you are as well. Bear with me because it's a lot of explaining in the beginning, but I'm sure you're going to love it. If you've played Darkest Dungeon, you are sure to love this game. Let's jump into it. I will explain everything. Don't worry, we're going on an adventure together. As soon as you hit that button, you can choose 3 different difficulties. We're going to start off with the tutorial just so we can learn together. Here we go. Each minion has 5 basic abilities and 1 ultimate ability. To use an ultimate ability you need a special resource, which is Wrath. Minions and enemies can use certain abilities only from specific positions and with specific targets. Now don't worry, I've played through the first floor already, so I can explain you maybe even a little bit better. These are our 2 units. We play as the bad guys in this game. Or actually, are bad guys really bad guys for bad guys? I don't think so. Okay, so first, on top of the screen you have the order in which your units are moving. So our skeleton starts first, then the enemy, then our banshee. Now our skeleton has 6 different abilities. Let's go over them real quick. I will only do this once, and every episode here on after you will know it. So, first ability you can use from the first 2 spots, deals damage and ignores armor. Let's just use it right away. Wait, well, hold on. Second, physical attack, deals less damage but interrupts stances. Also, your unit will move 3 places forward and the enemy will move 2 places backwards. This is unavailable in the tutorial, alright. Smite, attacks twice, dealing 50% damage per attack. Now, this deals less damage, so they're both like equal in damage. However, if the enemies have block, you can use these attacks more efficiently because block will basically cancel out 1 attack. Here we go, nice hit right there. Physical and magical damage reduce the target's vigor, which is basically health, HP, hit points. Igniting a target will deal magical damage multiple times over the course of a few turns. Stress damage decreases the sanity of the target. Then, cursing a target will deal stress damage multiple times over the course of a few turns. Critical hits by your minions decrease the enemy's sanity. Enemy critical hits will increase it. Alright, here we go. So the enemies have 2 hit point bars. Have 2 bars. The top one is like basic health, and the bottom one is the sanity. Reducing the health bar to 0 kills them effectively. Reducing the bottom one, the sanity bar, to 0 might cause them to stress out and die from a heart attack, which is pretty hefty. Let's call it that. By reducing this sanity bar, you will also have a chance to inflict insanity, giving them different negative effects. Alright, loss of sanity can lead to various consequences. Insanity, a negative effect that weakens the enemies, which will make them hit their own allies or deal less damage. That kind of stuff. Inspiration, a positive effect that strengthens the enemy. Death, receiving any amount of stress damage while at 0 sanity can lead to instantaneous death. That was what I was talking about. If the purple bar reaches 0 and you deal stress damage, they can die. Note that this won't always happen. And then flee from combat. At low levels of sanity, an enemy on the outermost position of the combat row has a chance to flee from combat. Which is not what we want, I think. I'm not sure if this works that way, but I don't think we get any loot from enemies that run away. Makes sense, right? You can't loot a body that's not dead. Right, so you can see already the Banshee has a lot of stress attacks. So right now, the skeleton and the Banshee don't really work that well together. Because they're both draining different health bars, and it seems like, yeah, he's going to die from losing all of his hit points first. So that wasn't really worth it. The next time we might have to go with the Banshee on a different target. There we go, Insanity. Loses 50% attack, 0 luck, so no critical hits, all armor is lost, and all stacks of block and ward are gone. Block and ward to the following. Block negates 1 strike, and ward negates a complete magic attack. Alright. This should be almost over. Yo, I love the looks of this game. I gotta tell you. I wasn't a huge fan of Darkest Dungeon. Now before you click away, I wasn't a fan of Darkest Dungeon just because of how it looks. Oh man, that's so, you know, that's so on the surface, it's not any depth. How can you judge a game like that? You don't judge a person like that. It's a game, it's made for fun, it's made for looks. So Darkest Dungeon I didn't really like because of how it looked. This game already looks a lot more polished, even though it's in the pre-release state. Oh, they died from a heart attack. There you go. I've never been happy about that, but this time I am. Okay, so we won. Normally you get XP points. This is the tutorial, so we don't get that. We get a lot of body parts to make our minions with. This is your main screen. How awesome is that? It looks super legit. Alright. Let's go over this. Create any 2 minions. So, creation right here. Creating minions. After gathering parts from his defeated foes, Iratus can add new minions to his army. Using parts of uncommon, rare or legendary quality will increase the stats of the created minion. With time, Iratus can acquire new ways of creating minions as well as various combat tactics. Alright. So these are the characters that are currently unlocked. At the start you had the first 2 rows, but we've also unlocked the Mummy and the Lich. All these others are gained by completing various tasks in the game, which we will do together over the course of action. However, I wanted to test the game out real quick. As you can see, I've defeated 1 boss. Just to, you know, make sure that the series wasn't a complete failure as we started. It is not a difficult game, but it is very unforgiving. If you lose a fight, you will lose all of your minions, and then you will have to create new ones, which is not that difficult. Look, it's not that difficult, but you will start to lose the parts you had for them, and creating a squad will become more and more difficult. Also, your characters can level up, making them stronger. So losing a character that's a pretty high level is not something that you want to do. Alright, we gotta create 2 minions. So what I like to run is the Dark Knight, which is a pretty good forward. He has 8 armor, 8 resistance. Also I like the skeleton a lot, but the skeleton is pretty squishy. He has resistance but no armor at all. So he's taking a lot of hits, and he's one of the frontliners. So he's definitely within the line of sight. Then, I don't like the Banshee that much, so I'm going to remove her from our lineup. What I do like is the Wraith. The Wraith has an ability that makes your allies dodge attacks. I also really like the Bride of Iratus.
A design from my younger years.
That's such a great thing. Alright, the Archer, strong attacks. To start combat, open the map. That's exactly what we're going to do. The kingdom had need of vast riches buried underneath the castle. Great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from a long forgotten age. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed bodies that could obey, and that the humans could provide. With dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper, year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. So basically, there's 5 levels. I'm not sure if all are available in the pre-release, but 5 levels are available. The bottom one has the weakest enemies, as you just heard me tell. These are the slaves and the criminals. I think above that there's the dwarves, maybe the humans above, I'm not sure, but we're going to start out right here. And as you can see, it's a lot like Slay the Spire or Darkest Dungeon, where you choose your path and inevitably end up at the boss before, you know, proceeding to the next area. Now this is in a pre-release state, so there's a lot of things that might be changed, I'm not sure about it. But what I don't like is, you know, the overview. I don't see a clear path that I really want to take. There's so many different things. These are enemies. These are, here you get artifacts for Iratus himself, or here. These are items you can give to your minions. You can, at the grave, you can summon a minion. And these are random events. I really do like the random events. I do not like the elite fights. So it's safe to say that we're going to dodge those. So this path is not as good. So the middle seems fine, this area. So I'd say we go straight ahead and then just see what happens. Taking more fights gives you more parts, but also increases the chance for your minions to die, which is not necessarily, it's not a good thing, but it's also not a bad thing, because you can replace them. That's the fun of being a necromancer. Alright, here we go. I gotta drink a lot because it's super hot in here. Also, I turned down the AC so I can make this video, so you already know I'm dying out here. That's better. Alright, so our skeleton has 6 initiative, so he's pretty fast. The archer has 6 as well. So this is a fast moving character. This enemy has 2 blocks, so using this smite against him would be good, but smite doesn't hit him because it can only hit the front 2 targets, as you can see in red. So we're just going to start by hitting them. There we go, a nice hit right off the bat. So there's 2 things you can do. We can either do a stress attack, decreasing their sanity, or use a normal attack and just kill them straight up. Which is exactly what I'm going to do right now.
My kind of entertainment.
Whoa, I mean, I said it, but I didn't knew I was going to kill that unit straight up. Alright, our Dark Knight has several abilities. His first one is like his main attack, which also deals increased damage based on armor. His second deals stress damage, increased by the amount of buffs an enemy has. Third, removes all debuff from the Dark Knight and gives Iratus 8 mana. Then, Futile Hopes, a stance, and each time an enemy receives a buff, he deals stress damage as well. Now, I think right now the most logical thing is just to maybe reduce his sanity a little bit. Look at that, beautiful. Now, it's time for the Wraith. The Wraith has my favorite ability with Ghostly Vial, giving an ally increased evasion. He also has a stress attack, which does a lot of damage, a lot of sanity down, which is exactly what we like. Alright, so I'm going to hack away at the Taskmaster, which removed twice a block, opening him up for an attack. Alright, let's use Warning Shot right here. Nice, he's insane right now. 5 initiative lost, so he's less likely to take a turn. Increased damage received. And he can die from the heart attack. Now, what I don't like about the game is the fact that even though he's at 0, he does not always die from the heart attack. So I can keep on dealing these damages, but he might not die, as you can see right now. So we just wasted 2 turns by getting him to die, which did not even happen, and he's taking a turn. This can go on and on and on. It's not like it gets increased, insanely likely for him to die. It just keeps on stacking up, which is not a good thing, I think. Alright. So this Taskmaster, he's kind of a fun character. Not for his allies though. He smacks them, decreasing their own sanity, but buffing them. So he could effectively kill his ally right here. Nope, he went for the normal attack. Once again. Alright. I want to make sure he doesn't get another turn. Alright, so now we can do 2 things. We can... Oh my god, because his ally died, he died from stress as well. After winning a battle, we receive rewards. Architect Soul, Parts, Artifact, Brains, and if you did not participate, you get a little bit of health back. Now, here are loot. Here we go. Equip Iratus with acquired artifact. So, we get artifacts. There are 4 main types of artifacts: weapons, armor, rings, and amulets. You will also encounter consumables, such as artifacts only apply for 1 battle, after which they are spent. At the beginning of the game, Iratus receives 1 random artifact, which is basically always the same thing. Alright, to start combat, open the map. There's some different areas in here, but because we're playing the tutorial, we have not unlocked them yet. Alright, select our squad and move up a space. What do we get? Alright. These are artifacts for Iratus. All enemies lose 1 ward at the beginning of each battle. Less likely to escape, or 10% additional chance to find a consumable. I think this is most effective for us right now. So the ward was the magic resistance. Alright, so we're moving up either way. I think we're taking this way because there's a random event and I really love those. Select the squad. This is going to happen a lot. You have to click the squad before moving up again and again and again. Resources and magic. Iratus possesses the following resources: mana, needed to use talents from the magic, ire, and destruction trees. Mana is restored after victory in the combat through the minion abilities or via certain encounters on the map. Wrath, needed to use minions' ultimate abilities. Wrath increases during combat by taking hits, mostly. Here we go. So let's use this. This is the consumable that we just put on Iratus.
Say hello to my burning friend.
Right now they're all on fire. So this is a pretty strong ability. Alright, so we've unlocked more things now. Gain 6 armor and 6 resistance until next action, and they attack the skeleton more often. Stress attack links the skeleton with the target. We lose 30% HP, but the target loses 30% of their sanity, which is not really a good deal. A 30% sanity loss for 30% HP, I don't know. Stances, a type of ability that some minions and enemies can use in battle. Stances differ in duration. There's a 1-turn stance, a stance that ends at the start of the character's next turn, and stances until the end of combat. The character will maintain the stance until it is cancelled or the battle ends. Any stance can be cancelled via forced movement or stunning, unless the description of the stance specifies otherwise. Alright, so this is probably 1 turn. Yeah, you can see that icon. I really wish they would put it right beside it, but that's alright. Let's go with some stress attacks. Once I hover over an enemy, in the right bottom corner you can see their exact HP and sanity amounts. Let's use this. 25% evasion And they're attacking him more often. Well, that didn't work out. Oh, this stays in one place. Nice. Alright. Come on. There we go. Insanity. That's what we want. What happened? He loses 20% of its maximum vigor, and but he does receive an extra action. Alright. Traps. Abilities. The effects of which are limited to one specific position. Depending on the specifics of the trap, a character occupying a position can receive negative or positive effects. A trap can be destroyed by certain abilities or overridden by another trap. Alright, that dealt a lot of damage. You can already tell that you do not want your archer in that place. Using this ability moves her back 3 spaces. Alright, here we go. Nice, let's go. That's a Dark Knight, alright. This enemy is likely to die. This is one of his ultimate abilities. This is a stress attack against all enemies, and they change positions, which doesn't really matter in this case, but dealing this amount of damage is really good for us. He gets another attack. If the Taskmaster hits him, he's very likely to die, and we can use Skullfall again. We only have it for one battle.
Hello to my
so we might as well.
Friend.
Alright. How much HP does he have? 10.
One by one.
It's weird, because it says 6 to 7. Oh, 50% of the sum. Hold on, let me explain. So, the Dark Knight did 50% attack, so that's 6 to 7, but also gets 50% of the combined total of armor, so he got 8 on top of it. Alright, 30, so we don't have enough. There we go. Okay, so only one left. Ideally, we want to keep everybody alive, so I'm not going with the stress attacks because the enemies might get a lot of additional turns. 31 is a little bit too much, we cannot do that. Nice. As you can see, our Wraith also has the block and ward. The downside to him is that he can only deal magical attack when he's in position 1 or 2. So right now we can only deal terror attacks or just go for safety. We should be done anyways. Here we go.
Soon this world will be mine.
Beautiful. Alright, unlock a new talent. So talents. Winning battles rewards Iratus with experience that increases his level. At each level he receives talent points that can be used on the following ability trees. 1. Alchemy increases the efficiency of your minions and resource economy. Magic spells weaken foes, but it does require mana to use. Ire spells strengthen minions, requires mana to use. And then there's Destruction, deals direct damage to enemies, requires mana to use. So Alchemy has things like increase the chance of receiving parts by 10%, Architect's Souls. So this is resource management, basically getting more resources. Yep. Okay, then there's magic, which deals destroy the chosen enemy. Yo, that's incredible. Alright, what else? Every time a minion misses with an attack, you get 3 Wrath. Okay, so these buff your own minions. And there's destruction spells. I think we're going with destruction spells. This was the one that we just had, which was incredibly good. And let's get some more parts. Alright, so there's still a couple of areas not unlocked right now, because we're in the tutorial, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Choose a squad. This is... Yo, Julian, you're going to keep on forgetting this a lot. Alright. Right now we can do 2 things. Give our minions experience points or give Iratus himself experience. Now minions are replaceable and they die a lot, so I think that we go with Iratus. And that means that we have leveled up again. 2 talent points. I also want to level these.
Through transformation, the will becomes
I mean,
free.
if we don't have them, we do not have a chance to get anything, and just unlocking the first one already gives us a little bit of something, you know? Alright. Now, our minions are already almost dead, so I should have replaced them, but here goes nothing. Oh shit. Well, this battle is almost over already. They get the initiative. I mean, dude, we didn't even stand a chance right here. Sinister Strike. At the beginning of the next turn, we'll deal 195 physical damage to a random target. We cannot interrupt that stance, which really sucks. Can we kill him before it
Impale
happens?
this wretch.
I don't know, 42? We might actually. 24. We got 2 more attacks, unless the skeleton dies. Oh, this is not looking good. Come on. I should have thought about this. I really should have. Alright, we might be able to kill him right here. Please hit.
As worthless
There we go.
as you were in life, you will be worth something.
Alright, we're still
in
standing.
death.
Only barely though. There's the Taskmaster. Oh, he missed. Oh my god. This is stressful and a half. Okay, let's try eliminate as many enemies as we can. Time to head back to the grave. Yo, don't say stuff like that, man. I need you in my team. Well, at least he's done. Oh my god, no. I know what this does. This is not a good thing. It's like self-destruct. You play Pokemon ever? Skips a turn, then explodes at the beginning of his next turn, killing himself and the 2 nearest characters to the left. Can we push him back, like, far? I don't have anything for that. I don't even know if my other characters do. Oh man. I don't think they do. I also want to kill this one. No way. Alright. This is going to be a problem. Is this a stance? It is, but I can't break it. I don't have the abilities I need yet.
Ashes to ashes.
This is going to be very, very painful. Because our Dark Knight is almost full HP and he's going to die. No, there's no way. %30 sanity. Oh man. Nope, there's no way. And he has too much HP right now.
Break their bones.
Loss of accuracy. I don't think accuracy is anything that matters right here. 17. Oh man, we don't have enough stress. Yeah, basically our Dark Knight just died because this enemy thought it would be cool to just...
This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks
Come on,
like.
man!
Yeah, pathetic.
Alright, so this is going to happen like a lot in this game. Things you just can't seem to stop.
Impale this wretch.
We could have focused him down from the beginning, but... I mean, we're in a tutorial. Cut me some slack right now. Let's shroud her. 32 evasion. Yup, it's not working out. Put him on fire. Ultimate abilities. Hardly matters. We're going for HP damage right now. Come on, miss. There you go. There you go. Okay, more fire. Because I'm clicking so fast, it might seem like a race against time, but... against the clock, but it's not really. mean, the turns are going to be taken by these guys. It's just intense, man. He's going to die to fire anyways. Come on, die. Alright, we even managed to win this.
I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Alright, not that bad at all. Not that bad. Improve a minion using a brain. I'm going to create some new ones if you don't mind. Alright, so the Dark Knight. I really want to keep him as a tank. Unfortunately, he had to die. We're going to create a new Bride of Iratus, because this one is almost dead. And let's make a zombie.
No brain, but all firepower.
Right, upgrade. Minions upgrade. Minions also evolve and can be improved in multiple ways. Leveling a minion increases their maximum vigor and improves their abilities. Improving an ability not only enhances the ability itself, but also gives bonus stats, which you can see on the sides. Using parts of higher quality gives the minion higher stats, and items can provide your minions with additional features. A brain can instantly give a minion several levels. Right, so they're a little bit like zombies. Right, so what's this? 4. So if you give him this, can we also take this away? No. If you give this to him, he gets 4 more levels. Here, look at it. So he just leveled up to level 4. Nice. So we can upgrade this. We can either make it stronger, or we can make critical hits deal more damage. But first, I would like to upgrade Ghostly Vial, because this gives us more evasion. So that's what I'm going for.
Expect results.
Alright, we will deliver. Other than that, I don't know. I think, do we want like increased damage overall or higher critical hits? Also, because this is pretty much a backliner unless everybody dies, this first attack, the Cold Grasp, we're not going to use that much. So Necrotic Wind is more likely to be used. It's a stress attack, so you either... What is this? Oh, this pushes enemies back as well, which would interrupt their stance, I believe. And this just deals more damage.
Now,
oh, what the hell? We're just going more damage. Guys, we're going insane.
Get back to battle.
Alright, here we go. So we don't have a choice. We can still not heal our minions. There's a place where you can do that, but because we're playing the tutorial, we can't. We can't yet. Okay, we're going to the right. A mythical chest containing artifacts. Let's open up. Do we want additional luck, accuracy, and evasion on minions? 4 minions were level 3 or better, which they are not right now. And they're going to die a lot. Or if 3 minions, so our own units, are destroyed, we receive maximum mana.
I'll take it as tribute.
Here we go.
Fetching.
Right, a new enemy. This enemy is annoying, I can tell you already. Alright, this guy over here, the Doomsayer, has a huge AoE attack. Alright, these enemies have 2 block. It's going to be a problem. Let's stress them out. You can see the archer deals a lot more stress damage. But our Wraith, look at this. Holy F. Yo, he's almost down to 0 already. Unfortunately, he didn't get the insanity yet. So there's no debuffs, no crazy debuffs on him. Oh, he actually placed it on him. Loses 20% of its maximum vigor, receives an extra action. That's not good. Also, when its character dies, the Doomsayer and his ally will restore 50 vigor and 50 sanity. So basically, right now it doesn't really matter what we do, because this one is going to die soon. So the zombie has a couple of attacks. Magical damage, which you would not expect. Buckshot deals low amounts of damage to the enemy and two behind them. Ignition sets them on fire, dealing fire damage. More powder, which is actually crazy because it can stack, so you just keep on getting more and more damage, which I will abuse. And then there's bombardment. If you're in the last two positions, you can ready up and then strike 4 times. And his ultimate, if you have enough wrath, you can deal a ton of damage. But right now, because the enemies are going to heal anyways, we're just going to use this stance, and it's actually not a stance, it's a buff. Let's see if we can get this one killed first. Come on. Alright. So we lost 20% because of the insanity, but he is going to attack another time. Alright. Rose for a lady. A ton of damage against everybody. Let's start getting this sanity down. Maybe we can get another insanity. Okay, he goes into a stance. If our allies move positions, he will attack them. Right, look, we're already dealing more damage. We're going to keep on doing this because this enemy is not down yet. And because of the mark, they are going to give their allies a lot of HP and sanity back. So attacking right now doesn't have any use. There you go.
Frail bodies fail you.
Nice, this one died because the other one got afraid. And a critical hit lowers their sanity as well and gives that one a chance to die. Increases the chance to flee every single time. Uh-oh. He's charging up the huge AoE as we speak. At the beginning of the next turn, deals 100% magical damage to all other characters. Which means 100% of his own magic attack, I think. It's not like... Alright. We cannot move him because he's already in the last spot, but this attack makes them all take a different position, so he's no longer charging. Insane. Alright, he lost 50 attack. So this one is not as strong anymore. It's not really our focus. This is actually one of my favorite attacks. I'm going to let it slide for a bit though. We might need it in a little bit. Alright, that didn't work out. Already, look at this. 84 to 96 damage. But this one has block, so using it would be very, very stupid. A magic attack could be good though. Or we could just charge up even more. Nah, let's go for it. You are kidding me. Right, that's the game, I guess. But come on, I spent 3 turns charging up and then you just decide to miss. Them getting crits restores some sanity, which is not what we want. We want them to die.
Cleave them.
There you go. If one dies of the heart attack, the other one might get the same effects. Right, we're losing a lot of HP already. There goes one more. We do have enough for this, so we are going to make them change positions again, so the stance goes away. You can see, stress sometimes is a great thing. The sanity loss. Oh man. But sometimes you just want to straight up kill an enemy. And sometimes you just, I don't know. Just depends. Right, what do we get this time? Damage dealt is increased by 25%, but received by 50. Will escape at the beginning of next turn. Right, I think it's time to... remove this ward because I want him to take the damage from this attack. Alright, they're both at the verge of dying. This one's going to escape, so let's try and get this one. Come on. There you go. This might cause a chain reaction. No, it didn't. Unfortunate. But it seems like we got this match. Here we go. Let's go. How long are we into this episode? 35 minutes. Guys, I'm not sure where you live in, but it's probably pretty warm. Make sure you drink enough. As you can see, we got 50 architect souls. That means that the tutorial is probably continuing. Construct a building in the graveyard. Hell yeah. So, graveyard and construction. After attaining freedom, Iratus turned his prison into a base of operations. A little bit like Fast and Furious. Constructing new buildings demands the sacrifice of minions, a special resource, architect souls. Buildings need to be staffed by minions. More minions leads to greater benefits. Alright. So it's pretty much in ruins. Except for... no, everything is in ruins. Yep. Right now I'm going to build the mortuary if I can. This zombie is almost dead, so I fancy him to do that. The unit is lost.
Easy process, as it involves completely reversing the natural process
But look at this.
of decay. Cold and utter silence are key in accomplishing this.
This will restore the vigor fully after a victory. So it's basically our hospital. The hospital for people who are already dead. Alright, so what are we making? Another zombie? I'm not sure. What are you guys more fan of? I think we're going with the skeleton again. Let's just
Humans
keep on
become
switching
much
up.
sturdier when you strip them of their vital organs.
I bet they are. Alright, and... oh, we cannot build another wraith. I would love to do that. Instead, we're going with the lich. I don't know why, but we are.
Tell where they get their uncaring attitude.
Powerful magical
from.
minion, but not really a true lich. Rather, these are pseudo-liches that borrow some of the designs made by necromancers of old. Most notably, these minions do not actually hold the soul of a necromancer. Instead, they serve as carriers for devastating spells that often sow destruction on both allies and enemies alike. That tells you something about these abilities already. They have, however, been known to take on the mannerisms of their creator, which can be so convincing that other undead tend to obey them. Alright, this should be fun. Alchemy. Proficiency in several alchemical disciplines. The transformation of one type of a part into another, increasing the quality of parts, crafting items from available parts, expanding parts to gain mana. Armor, weapons, bones, skulls, dust, rags, blood, ectoplasms, heart, and flesh. So what does it mean? I think with this,
Hold my work.
yup, we can create stronger minions.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Oh,
It's no
There we go.
gold, but it will do.
let's just see how far we can get. This game is difficult and unforgiving enough. We will turn it up if it gets too easy though. Don't worry. Alright, so this costs us 2 points. I really do want to level something. Wait, what? Alright, I did really like the idea of destroying an enemy. Just, you know, whatever you want. Skips a turn. Also really good. These, I don't know. I don't really like. What are the end game? Mark an enemy until the battle ends. 3 parts. 100. Right. These I don't really like a lot. I think we're just going right here. Our squad is pretty much ready. I am ready. Let's go to the event. Here we go. Your minions stumble upon a field of mushrooms littered with human bones. You can't recall ever having seen this particular variety, but you can already tell that it produces a powerful poison. While your minions are quickly gathering any usable remains for your stockpiles, you wonder what would be the best way to use this discovery. You can either study them, let your undead poison their weapons, let a shade drop a few mushrooms into the water supply. We do not have a shade. We do not even have them unlocked, so this is a pretty nasty event for us. Study, 60% chance for success. Let's go for the poison then.
Collecting.
They all get plus 25% attack for 2 battles. That is a pretty nice thing for us. Here we go. So we are a lot stronger already. Yo, how are you enjoying the game so far? If you are enjoying it, make sure to sub to the channel because I really think I'm going to make this a series. Unless I get killed really easily here. I'm glad you missed all of that. I'm really, really glad you did.
Slash, chomp, crush.
I used Smite because he had 1 block. Making sure we got that removed. Alright, so the Lich. What does it do? The first attack goes against a random enemy, dealing a lot of damage. Second, gives you plus 12 attack and plus 12 dread for a turn, which is quite good. Giving that to our skeleton, which is going to attack twice, could be very good. A toxic cloud, dealing stress damage. Rain of fire, dealing damage to everybody except himself. Sacrifice, kills an ally, but giving you more vigor. And then there's reanimate, summons a skeleton. So basically, if we have enough wrath, we can kill the skeleton, give ourselves health back, and then summon a new one. Hey, that's brains, man. Are we going to increase our allies or just going to attack a random enemy? I mean, everybody's pretty much full HP, so it doesn't really matter. If we were focusing one enemy, it would have been a different story. I want this guy to be... These two guys have a ton of attack. You saw that in the first turn. So what I really would love to is for them to stop hitting. Oh my god.
You entertain
34 damage? That's like half my HP, man. Alright, we're going to summon a skeleton. Still though, what sucks is that we lost that minion. It's not coming back. This minion is not staying with us after this fight. And this is what I meant. We're playing on the easiest difficulty, but it's still not easy at all. Like... Oh nice, come on, give me something good. Okay, so it just hits less often. That's not something good, but it's better than nothing. This is our tank. Right. Now what? Are we going to be dealing more stress damage? We could. I really love that the Lich just summons the skeleton. That's a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, we still lost that unit. I can't get over the fact that he missed one attack, but he hit the second one and critted for 34. Like, that's insane. Also, this damage is insane. Here we go. Come on. So it's really up to chance when they get their insanity. I think when they hit 0, they get it guaranteed. There's now 2 guys that have 0 sanity and a chance to, you know, die. 33.3% chance to skip an action. That is more like it. Alright, let's put another poison cloud down. This one is about to expire. Nope, he didn't skip a turn. Luckily he missed an attack. Oh, I wouldn't do that again if I were you. You are able to kill your own minions, you know. 25. Alright, let's use the stress attack.
Decay, corruption,
Like,
extinction.
in my head, somebody standing in the back of the line is less likely to get hit. But it just depends on their attack. Some attacks can hit all of the enemies, all of my units. And I keep forgetting. Alright,
Nice shot, sweetie.
let's get you all killed by a heart attack. It sounds pretty nasty, which it is. Come on. This is up to chance. 26? Dude. Come on, they're all so close. No! Look, if they get a critical hit, they get away from the 0. And if they are not at 0, they're not guaranteed to have a chance to die. There we go. Stop hitting me, please, and just die. Please. Alright. You can do it. Kills an ally. I don't want to kill... Can I... Here we go. That one, you know...
You end up replacing it.
That one didn't matter anyway. That one was gone already. It was a nice meat shield though. Can you stop critical hitting? Because if you do... You don't die. This is why it might be more beneficial to just straight up kill them.
The less annoyance in the world.
Alright, here we go. Look at that. Crazy shit. 75% damage. My unit is so dead. Oh my god. Thank god we survived that. Alright. This hits a random enemy. So it's never the one you want. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can't kill. How much does he have? 24? I mean, there's a chance. We can also...
Impale this wretch.
Just so we get a kill guarantee.
Maybe I'll craft this one into
One more left.
furniture.
Please don't kill him. Alright, tanks. So we end up killing them, I think 3 out of 4 with physical damage. While we were waiting for them to die. Man, this game is unforgiving sometimes. It really is. Alright, but we managed to get through. Let's see. I want to build this out further. Just so we can upgrade our hospital. We need a lich for that. Let's make one.
Creation.
We also need somebody to occupy that spot. I'm probably going to mesh the Banshee in there.
Infused with soul.
Oh wait, we don't actually need to. Because units that are almost dead are put in here. Let's use the Wraith again. Yeah, this sucks. We gotta make these units again. Do we want it to be... Like, it doesn't even give that much, so I guess it's fine.
For the dogs of war.
We cannot make a Dark Knight. That sucks. We can make a zombie though. What are we lacking? I think that's ectoplasm. Yup. But can we make that? No. I thought something said that you could, you know, change parts. Right, let's make a zombie because it has a ton of health.
They will be expecting cannon fodder, but I will give them cannons instead.
Alright, let's move out. What's up next? Oh, it's a health pool. So, you can heal your party if you want to. Which is exactly what we're going to do. So look at this. This is going to be beautiful. It's going to be glorious, actually. Alright, let's select the squad. Go up here. We can either give all of our mana back. We have 52 right now. Or we can get full vigor. Which is mostly the option you want to take. Nice. So nobody has to be in here right now. Everybody's full health. Great. We can upgrade our Dark Knight. And I think I want to start by either making the stress attacks better. I think that's what I want to do. 12 to 14 or 21 to 25.
Serve me well, my minion.
And the Banshee. I like to interrupt stances. Skeleton right over there. Maybe just like this. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm doing is the correct thing. Here we can summon a minion for free. Here we get some random event. I mean the event. Let's go for fun. I chose the wrong path. The other path also has a full heal for your minions. That would have been so much better. That's what you get by, for going for fun. Let's start off by using this. Who has low amounts of health? These guys are so ridiculously strong. We need to focus them.
There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
I don't want to take my chances with the sanity again. I might later on in this battle, but right now... Okay, there's the stance. It sucks that he's in last place, because our Bride of Iratus moves enemies backwards. But if you're already in last place, I don't think your stance gets interrupted. It might, I don't know. We're going to see. Attacking. As soon... We just gotta get one enemy off the field as soon as possible to just get a little bit of the upper hand. You did 1 damage? Interrupt stances. It might still... Oh, he had 1 ward. Shit, he has another one. Alright, so he's definitely going to attack. He might be able to kill his own minion, which would be absolutely hilarious. Maybe just not attack. The Wraith can't kill though, so we might have to guarantee this. I don't want to take any chances in that regard. However, it's looking pretty good so far. Make them swap positions. I mean, he still has the ward again, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let's see. Nope, it didn't work. Oh, it did. It did. Nice. Alright. Since you are already on that, the insanity can also cause them to attack their own minions, their own allies, which is pretty much one of the greatest things there is. Alright, let's take his stance and then make sure he gets hit less. There you go, insanity. What did it do? Oh shit, that wasn't... Chance to flee increases, deal stress damage. Nice. I wanted to use this. They're going to attack him more often, so having that could be a good thing. Okay, we're going to interrupt that stance again. Let's see. There we go. It did not work. Okay, so that doesn't work, but making them change spaces does. Good to know. Right. He has a chance to die right now. I think we deserve him to die very soon. Just because last battle we got absolutely screwed over. Stop hitting me, please.
You don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Nice. I want to read it. It just keeps going. I want to read that. Hold on. Stop. 1 second. Alright. Min 50 to attack. No lock. No resistance. No armor. Great. That's great.
You don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky.
Does he keep on saying that?
Incoming.
Ooh. So when we can attack with her, we should. She has insane amounts of damage. I do not have any attacks available that deal actual damage. Oh, this is going to restore a lot of their sanity. Oh well. Here we go. Smart play. Smart play. Good AI.
Opposing me? You're last.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's try to kill. He lost all of his armor, which is great. So, let's use this. Inflicts a critical hit. Surprisingly. Nice. So basically it doesn't really deal much more damage because it's a lower percentage. But still it hits both of them, so that's great. 51. We could potentially... We still have 2 more attacks. Maybe. See if we can kill him. Nice miss. I really appreciate that. Okay, so it comes down to this last attack. She hardly ever misses. Look at this. So, yep.
Become part of the breathless
Nice job.
tide.
1 left. Is there anything that... This gives us mana. I mean, we're unlikely to die, so we might as well use that. Just so we can use our spells again next combat. Please don't die. Good stuff. Let's see. Make sure it gets down to 0. Does get an additional action, so
You will soon embrace
I would rather
your
not have
new
them
existence.
an additional action. But hey, it's looking pretty good. There you go. Look, that's like
A
perfect timing. Okay, we got 1 artifact, we got some more architect souls, and a lot of crafting materials, some brains too. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. So, talents, we don't have any points. Alchemy, we can craft material. The graveyard, we want to build some new buildings, I believe. That would be a good thing. There's plenty of things to discover there. Also, are we any closer to... Ooh, only 5 more until we unlock the shades. That's probably going to happen next episode. Nice. Nice, looking good. The artifacts. Yeah, we're not going to use that. 10% chance to stun enemies.
Now
We use a lot of destruction spells.
mortals tremble before me.
Alright, I think we're going to leave it at that. Next episode, we should be able to challenge the boss. I am certainly excited for that. Yo, this is a new series, Iratus, Lord of the Dead. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stay part of the, you know, the empire that we're trying to grow out here. My name is Moon. You can call me Julian as well. I will see you on the very next episode of Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Bye.